वाले की जय, श्याम प्यारे की जय। खाटू वाले की जय, श्याम प्यारे।
Hello everyone and welcome back to Biala classes. Now today in this video we are going to start with exercise 11.4. So without wasting time, let's straight away move to the questions. The first question, it says the answer the following in true or false and write the reason of your answer if it is possible to write down. So let's do it. There are 4 parts in this. The first part says the ratio of the corresponding sides of two similar triangles is 4:9. Then the ratio of the areas of these triangles is 4:9. So you are given the ratio of two corresponding sides of two similar triangles, and you have to tell whether the ratio of the areas of these triangles that is also 4:9 or not. If it is, the statement will be true, and if not, the statement will be false. So here I have taken two triangles, say ABC and PQR. These are the two triangles, and you are given that triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. You are given here two similar triangles are given, and for similar triangles we have done a theorem which says that the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles, that is area of ABC upon area of PQR, the ratio of the areas is equal to the ratio of square of their corresponding sides. So if we take the corresponding sides AB and PQ, then it is square of AB upon square of PQ. So this is the theorem which we have, and these being square, we can write it as AB upon PQ whole square. Square can be taken at common. Now in the statement we are given that the ratio of the corresponding sides of two similar triangles is 4:9. So ratio of the corresponding sides, that is AB upon PQ, this is 4/9. So it is 4/9, and square we have. So ultimately what we get it as 16/81. That is the ratio of the areas of these two triangles, it is equal to 16/81. Whereas the statement says that the ratio of the areas of these triangle is 4:9. Hence, what about the statement? Hence the statement is false. So our first statement is false. Now let's move to the second part. The second statement says in two triangles ABC and DEF, if area of triangle ABC upon the area of triangle DEF is equal to AB squared upon DE squared equals to 9/4, then triangle ABC is congruent to triangle TEF. So now here what you are given two triangles, and you are given that the area of triangle ABC upon the area of triangle DEF, the ratio of these two, it is equal to AB squared upon DE squared, and it is further equal to 9/4. Now you have to tell whether these two triangles are congruent or not. So first of all, let us take this part. If square of AB upon square of DE, the ratio of these two is 9/4, therefore what about AB upon DE? This will be 3/2. Reason being, 9/4 you can write it as 3 squared upon 2 squared. So comparing it, we get AB upon DE as 3/2. Now you have to tell whether the triangles are congruent or not. If you recall, congruent triangles are those in which the sides are equal. So if sides are equal, then the ratio of the sides should be 1:1. But here it is 3:2. Now here you can say, because ratio of corresponding sides is not 1:1. Hence, triangle ABC is not congruent to triangle DEF. Hence, these two triangles are not congruent, and because these two triangles are not congruent, hence the statement is false. So again, the second statement is also false. Now let's move towards the third one. The third says the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles is proportional to the square of their sides. Proportional means the ratio of the square of their sides. Now you have to tell whether this statement is true or false. So again here the statement which is given is false. Now there is just one small thing which is missing in this, because the theorem statement you have to write here, the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles is, either you say proportional to, or is, you can write it as, is equal to the ratio of square of their corresponding sides. It is always equal to the ratio of the square of their corresponding sides. But here the word corresponding is missing, and here it says the square of their sides. So square of their sides, you can take the pair of any two sides. So it becomes false. Now let's move towards the fourth part. It says if triangle ABC and triangle AXY are similar and values of their areas are same, then XY and BC may be coincident sides. So what is given here now? You are given that triangle ABC is similar to triangle AXY. The two triangles are similar and values of their areas are same. Values of the areas same means the area of triangle ABC is equal to the area of triangle AXY. The areas are equal. Now you have to tell whether XY and BC may be coincident. Coincident means you have to tell whether they are of equal side, same length or not. So in that case, because the triangles are similar, therefore the ratio of their areas, that is area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle AXY, it is equal to, say, BC squared upon XY squared. These are the corresponding sides which you get. Though you can take all the sides, you may take AB upon AX, you can also take AC upon AY, the square of them also. Now here the ratio, it is equal. So ratio being equal, this is 1 upon 1 and this is equal to BC squared upon XY squared. So what we get here? We get that XY squared is equal to BC squared, or XY is equal to BC. So because these two are equal in length, hence they can be coincident sides, because you can see here that the two triangles, they have the same vertex, one common vertex is there. So it means XY and BC, they can be coincident. And another reason is when you take the remaining sides, say if you take AB squared upon AX squared, and it will also be equal to AC squared upon AY squared. Now if you take all these in the same way, you will get these also equal. So you can say similarly AB will be equal to AX and AC will be equal to AY. Hence the statement is true. So out of the four, the three statements, they are false, whereas the fourth one is true. Now let's move towards the second question. Now the second question says, if triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF and their areas are respectively 64 square centimeter and 121 square centimeter, if EF is 15.4 centimeter, then find BC. So now here you have two triangles which are similar to each other. So you may just take the two triangles if you want. I'll just draw a rough diagrams there. So this is triangle ABC and say this is triangle DEF. Now here what you have, you are given that triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. Now if triangles are similar, then the ratio of their areas, that is area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle DEF, now this will be equal to the ratio of the square of their corresponding sides, that is BC squared upon EF squared. Now this is what you have. So here the area of triangle ABC, it is given to us as 64 square centimeter. The area of triangle DEF, it is given to us as 121. BC squared we have to find out. So this is as it is, and EF squared, EF is given to you as 15.4. So it is square of 15.4. Now this, if we further simplify, here you can see that there are squares on both the parts. So this can be rewritten as square root of 64 upon 121 equals to BC upon 15.4. Now square root of 64 and 121, it is 8 upon 11 equals to BC upon 15.4. Now this you can further simplify it. On simplifying it, you get 8 multiply 15.4 upon 11 equals to BC. Now this you can simplify it. Here with the table of 11 you can simplify 11 and 15.4, that gives you 1.4, and further on multiplying 8 and 1.4, BC is equal to 11.2 centimeter. So this is what you have here. Now let's move to the third question. Question 3 says, two triangles ABC and DBC are formed on the same base BC. If AD and BC intersect each other at O, then prove that area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle DBC is equal to AO upon DO. Now here we are given two triangles ABC and DBC. This is ABC and this is DBC, which are formed on the same base, that is BC. AD and BC, they both intersect each other at point O. You have to prove that area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle DBC is equal to AO upon DO. So given and to prove, it's written here. Now for this, construction is needed. It's already shown in the figure, I have done it here. The construction is, you have to draw AE perpendicular to BC and DF perpendicular to BC. So we are drawing two perpendiculars, one from A and the other from D on BC. Now after this, let's move towards the proof of this. Now here we need the area of triangle ABC. So area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle DBC. Now if you take the area, we know that the area of a triangle is given by half base into height. So if you see here, AE is the altitude and BC is the base. So we can write it as half AE multiply BC. Half, this is the height and this is the base. And if you take the second triangle DBC, there DF is the height and BC is the base. So it can be written as half DF multiply BC. Now here, on simplifying this, half and half will be eliminated, BC will be eliminated, you have it as AE upon DF. So this is what we get. We get the ratio of the areas of the two triangles equal to AE upon DF, whereas we need it as AO upon DO. Now the ratio AE upon DF, you have to convert it into AO upon DO. Now just take these two triangles, the two right triangles which are formed, that is triangle AEO and triangle DFO. One right triangle is AEO and the another one is DFO. Now here, as you can see there, both are right triangles, so angle AEO is equal to angle DFO, each 90 degree, and even these two angles, that is angle AOE and angle DOF. Angle AOE and angle DOF, they are also equal because they form the vertically opposite angles. So two pair of angles are equal in both the triangles, hence the triangles are similar. That is triangle AEO is similar to triangle DFO. This is by AA similarity. Now triangles being similar, the ratio of the corresponding sides will be equal. So AE upon DF is equal to AO upon DO. Now this ratio AE upon DF, it is equal to AO upon DO. This we can use it here in equation number 1. So from equation 1 and equation 2, we have the area of triangle ABC upon the area of triangle DBC equals to, now here it is AE upon DF, whereas AE upon DF is AO upon DO. So here we will replace it with AO upon DO, and this is what we had to prove. So hence our question is proved. So this is what we have for today. We will continue further in the next video. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you all.